think you should be.
What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Cardano. So shout out to William Horde for commenting his top altcoin. If you guys want to be shouted out in tomorrow's video, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment below telling me what your top altcoins. Otherwise, let's get right into the episode. So I'm just going to refresh the cryptocurrency market cap right now so we can get a better look at what exactly is happening. So you'll notice right now that the market cap is almost $500 billion. That's the big one, whether or not we can break the $500 billion market cap. We're currently at $458 billion, and the Bitcoin dominance is 36.1% with a 24-hour volume of 27 billion. When we look at the rest of the market, you'll notice Bitcoin is up only 0.5% at $9,731. So we're definitely making moves towards that $10,000 goal that we had in mind. Ethereum also challenging that $800 mark, and we should hopefully be able to blast through that as well. Ripple, almost $1.90 right now, up 2%. Ethereum up 2.4%. EOS is currently down at $17, but Litecoin, guys, is up 5.7% at $170. We're going to talk about that in a minute, because hopefully you guys are aware of what exactly has happened. Otherwise, majority of the market looks quite down. We're either quite down or not up at all, but except for Litecoin. We'll notice OXO is up 15.9%, which is interesting. Bitcoin Private down 15%. Decred down up 10%. So definitely an interesting market right now. Some coins are really high, some coins are just completely down. Nothing really too fluid. When we look at Litecoin, guys, I really want to point out what exactly is happening. This is huge. Like, I am so proud of Litecoin right now. The fact that we were able to catch up and actually finally break out of that much needed MMA. Hopefully you guys are aware of what exactly has happened. We've had this huge support right here. Just some long consolidation. Interesting enough, though, that kind of ends right here where that started. It'll be interesting to see how exactly this uptrend forms, mainly because we had started this uptrend before and then broke through, consolidated at the 145, and now finally broke up higher than we've been in a very long time. Now we're actually at a very crucial point for Litecoin right now, being that we broke through 169 and went as high as 170, I believe. We're at a very crucial point. When I just zoom out right now, you're going to see where the price is at in occurrence to what the biggest issue is right now across the board. So you look at Litecoin, and you'll notice we're pretty much halfway through the pennant flag right now. And you'll notice that this white line right here is pretty much it just cuts it right through the middle. You'll see all the the support we had right here. You see all the support we had right here. And now you can see all the resistance it's had. So it's at a very crucial point, I'd say, in its time right now. My biggest test right now is to see whether or not we can close above that 170 level. Now, when we look and use the TD sequential right now, which is a very good indicator, you can see we finally started a candle number 2, which is really good news. You can see when we start a candle 2 and we close above 1, it's better the odds that we start a candle 3, and we usually look for a 1 to 4 candle uptrend. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a third candle now bringing us higher, and then a fourth candle bringing us higher. That's what we're anticipating. That's what I'm hoping for. So definitely 2 more candles, at least 1 more candle of uptrend. That's what I'm just betting on. Hopefully the number 2 candle closes above the 1, which seems to be happening right now. And then I'm looking for a third candle to start on this 170 line and then hopefully bring us higher up into that 175, 180 region. That's really what I'm looking for. When we go to the 4-hour chart right now, you'll see what exactly we're doing. Clearly, you can see that uptrend. It is following very well. Can't really do that. I'd say it's about this way. And we're clearly had some resistance right here, but as we continued up, we broke through, and now we're testing this 170 area quite well. And when I pull it back out, you'll see what exactly I'm talking about, where you can see a lot more of the resistance we faced at that 170 level. We even had support bringing us down, resistance again, You can see all the support and resistance right here. So it's definitely a major area for Litecoin, and I do think we're going to break through it. I really do. I think the market's looking very bullish right now, guys, compared to a few weeks ago or a few months ago. We're definitely headed in the right direction. Also, I want to show you guys how beautiful this weekly chart looks right now. We're looking at Litecoin on the weekly, and you can see this is what we're looking at right now. Pretty much identical to the previous breakout we had, where I'm going to zoom in on that. This was all the way back in 2017. How we had this two, like, I want to say humps, and then we broke out on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle breakout. And now you'll notice we did the same thing. We had these two humps right here. And now we're continuing to go up just like we did here. So I'm definitely anticipating a run very soon. It'll be interesting to see how high we go, but I do think we're on the way to bring it higher up, just like we're doing now. Now we're out looking at the weekly, and we're pretty much at 54, so we're really not overbought or oversold at all. So the potential for it to go much higher is definitely there. And then when we look at the TD sequential, you'll notice we have just started, guys, the second candle. So now what we're looking for is a movement upwards. We're looking for a third candle right now to bring us higher up, just like you can see how the third candle closed above the second, then the fourth candle closed above the third, and then we just continue to break out. That's what we're anticipating right now. We're looking for that movement upward. And you can see we basically broke the main resistance at around 145. And that's kind of actually why we were hanging out there and we couldn't go below it, is because that's a extreme support level for Litecoin across the board. You can see right here and then right here where we played with that price. We pretty much used it as support. But we're looking for the 170 level, which kind of doesn't act as any real resistance when we look on the weekly. The only thing I can really see on the weekly that's going to act as resistance is like the 225 mark right there. But we have a while to go before we can reach that. But otherwise, yeah, pretty much that 170 seems to be the resistance that we're trying to face right now. I do think we will break through that very soon. Hopefully within the next few hours, if not tomorrow, we break above that. We're even on the daily chart, we're not even overbought. And let's see if we are on the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we're just entering the overboughts, so we might have some consolidation, but I do think we're going to go up much higher. Definitely nice, though, to see that Litecoin has finally decided to break above this uptrend right now. And the MMA, we're probably going to pull back down and retest that the red band, but hopefully we can start a new candle and break up and continue higher, because 220 is going to seem like the only region where we kind of face some more resistance besides where we're at right now. But that's where I'm looking for, and then hopefully we can use that high-low MMA as support. And as you can see, the green band is slowly coming back to the red band, and eventually, hopefully, what we're looking for is for that to cross over the red band and then act as support as we go up higher. It'll be a very bullish signal. Let's move on right now to Bitcoin. We're at $9,700, and you can clearly see the resistance it's facing right now. So you can see we had a lot of resistance at this MMA and used it as support at the green band right here, and we bounced up off of it. Or you could say we bounced up off the 8,800 level that we had as extreme support for Bitcoin. Shot up right now, and then you can see the resistance level we're facing is pretty much 9,780. So we're looking for a break of around 9,000, I'd say $9,780, and then we can be more bullish on it. But for sure, we have pretty much broken out of that downtrend, guys, and we are headed up. So it's definitely a nice market to be in right now. If you guys bought back down here, you definitely had a solid hold. Buying a Bitcoin at $6,500 was definitely a steal, because we're definitely headed up. It's nice to see that we broke out of that MMA. We're definitely going to see that green band cross across the red band very, very, very soon. Otherwise, just HODL. Bitcoin is looking good on the RSI at around 60. So mainly what we're looking for on Bitcoin is basically to break above that 9760 region. And then we won't be seeing much resistance really for Litecoin until around probably that $10,000 region, because that seems to be the major support level for Bitcoin. But otherwise, we should be headed there quite soon. Even on the 4-hour, we don't seem to be in a bad position. We were overbought a few days ago on the 3rd. It's now the 4th. So yesterday we were overbought. But you can see what we're doing now is we're pretty much retesting this resistance level, which was acting as some pretty good support for Bitcoin, but we seem to have broken below it and are now basically using this MMA on the 4-hour to basically push the price up and get above into this zone right now. So we're pretty much just looking to get in this channel right here. That's our goal, is to get back into this channel and break us above. We may consolidate a little bit longer, but if the rest of the market moves upwards, Bitcoin is most likely going to move upwards too. Looking at Ethereum right now, pretty much doing the best out of all of them, I'd say. It definitely has this foreshore line of support that it just doesn't want to break at all. You can see, and honestly, there's not much more I can say about Ethereum. Otherwise, if you did buy in this region when I told you guys to, you would have been set at a $350 Litecoin is by far probably the best deal I've seen. We're pretty much at 780, so we have doubled in price. So whatever you put in has doubled, which is a very, very, very good profit. And I wouldn't even take out now because I think this coin is going to go much higher very soon and definitely retest that all-time high. But right now you can see this is acting as a major support level, and that is just holding very, very, very true. And honestly, the best thing that I can see Ethereum doing right now is just some sideways consolidation and then climbing up here and then breaking out of the $900 line of resistance. That's practically what's going to be happening with Litecoin. Just some consolidation right now. If we do manage to shoot up, it's not going to be maintainable, so do expect a slight pullback to that line of support, and then we're going to go higher. Looking at Cardano right now, just zooming out, I'm on the daily right now, so I do notice some support and some resistance for this coin. So I'd like to just add those in, these resistance or support levels right now. One right here, and then definitely one where it's at currently right now. You can see where that gap is, where it's touched right here, and then where it's hanging out right now. So interesting enough, the daily candle is currently getting involved. The daily MMA, there does seem to be some uptrend. Not sure if it's going to be true, but just draw it in anyway for who knows what. So definitely expect a movement up higher. I do think there might be some consolidation before we go up that way, but definitely it seems to be similar to Ethereum with this support level right now. So expect some slight consolidation and then a movement upwards. That's my best bet. We'll look at the 4-hour just for some more validation. But that is definitely a line of support. I can now fix that. You can see where we've bounced numerous times off that support level. And we're definitely holding true to it. The 4-hour MMA is definitely following the high-low, or it's following the support level too. You can see how clear we are on it. So it's pretty much just going to keep bouncing off that and continuing up higher, sort of like Ethereum. But definitely Cardano is looking quite well, being that on the 4-hour chart we're practically below over the 50 or the middle range, the equilibrium. So we're definitely looking good, and I do expect us to go up higher. We may see some slight consolidation, like I said, with Ethereum, some trading sideways, but then I can see a movement up higher. So I do think that is a good investment to pay attention to as well. But hopefully you guys like the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.